If this is your first contact with narrow keys, I've got a few tips for you. Hi, I'm Linda from Narrow Key Pianos, playing on the new Athena digital keyboard with a nice 5.5-inch octave, because I, maybe like you, have small hands and they don't fit the big keys. I can't do all the pieces I want to do the way I want to do them. And today I am going to give you a little idea of how to approach narrow keys if it's your first time. We're very used to changing and adapting to different size things, whether it's riding a friend's bike that's slightly different than our own, walking upstairs that are a slightly different rise than the stairs that we have at home. Our bodies adapt. But when it's the very, very first time, it can be easier if you approach it in a way that is comfortable. You want to be relaxed. So I'm going to show you. And we're going to start off with a simple scale. I say simple, it's called the D flat major scale. And if you see it, yikes, it's got lots of flats. We're not even going to bother about that. We're going to, well, let me see. I'll just pop you here so you can see what I'm doing. This is my right hand, and I'm going to put two fingers 2 and 3, on D flat and E flat. The two black notes. You don't even have to know what they're called. Just put two fingers on the two black notes. And then take your thumb and put it under and play an F. And you may already notice that F is a little more comfortable than it is on the big keys. But we're going to continue and we're going to put fingers 2, 3, and 4 on the 3 black keys. And then we're going to walk back down. And just get used to that thumb passing under, which we do all the time in our scales. But this is the new norm for now. And after you've done that a few times, you're going to put your thumb under again to the C and walk up to the last 2 black notes. And then just come back down and do that a few times. Just getting used to it. Just, are my shoulders relaxed? Is my neck relaxed? And then after you've done that a few times, try it as a scale. I'm going up to the 9th of the scale because I like to play jazz scales. But that's what the scale feels like. Yeah, the blacks are a little skinnier, but they feel fine. They feel great, actually. And then you're going to want to do that one more time with your left hand. And I'm just going to switch to a different view because this may be more comfortable for some of you. So now my left hand is over here, but it's down there on the piano. And you put your 2 fingers on the 2 black notes, thumb on F, 3 fingers on the 3 black notes, thumb on C, and you just play the scale, saying, sometimes it's really helpful if we close our eyes. What does it feel like? That's, the notes are still, they're still in the same place, 2 black keys, groups of 2 and groups of 3. And after we've done that, you can just play a nice scale. And then you might be ready for step 2. All right, step 2, we're going to feel what an octave feels like. And again, maybe just the right hand. And just feel that octave. And then move up and feel that octave. That's what an octave feels like. Boy, can I be relaxed. And you may want to go 1 and 5, and then, like the guys with the big hands, 1 and 4. Now, I know if you can't reach an octave on a regular piano, then you'll be just happy to reach an octave for the first time. But if you can, move up to that 1 and 4. And just, again, close your eyes. This is about feeling the piano, not memorizing distances. Feeling the black notes and feeling the new norm. Just a very quick aside, Louis Braille was a blind organist, And blind people, Art Tatum, Stevie Wonder, wonderful, wonderful pianists. How do they play? They play by feel, feeling the black notes. And Louis Braille was so good at being an organist, he went, what if I can actually have blind people be able to read? And he developed Braille. And so playing the piano is not about memorizing distances. That's one of the biggest fallacies. It's about feeling the keys. When we walk upstairs, feeling that rise of the stairs. When we ride our bike, feeling where everything is and adjusting as our brains do. So close your eyes and just feel those octaves as you're playing them. And you may be able to play fast octaves for the first time in your life. I know that was my experience. I was just so tired from stretching my hands out so far, I could never get the fast octaves going. And now, and then join me for step 3. Step 3 is playing a piece. And it's really good to play a piece that's super comfy for you. I'm going to just grab one that's very popular, like for Elise. And right there, that's an octave. And it's comfortable. You can play, you don't have to rotate your hand a lot. Just, you can almost play, you can play the chord, get yourself in position, and then just play it. I'm just going to keep going. Oops. Sometimes I go to the 10th just because I can. Everything is just that much more under the hand. So take it easy. And you don't have to do freelies, but chords are gentle. Make sure you don't bring the tension from the other piano into this. It took me a long time to realize the little bits of tension that I had left over. And I want you to be able to do it faster than I did. Always checking for tension. Now here. It's just easier when you don't have to rotate so much, just tiny movements. And we could continue on all the way through the piece. Now, I just want to, where that part in the middle of the goes. So the repetition on some digital keyboards is a little bit difficult because the key has to come all the way to the top. And on Athena, we've got a nice triple sensor so that you can just keep at the bottom of the key and repeat it. So these little leaves, that's something. They're easier. They're not as far as you think. You just have to very relax. So when you come across one of these narrow keyboards, because there's more and more out there all the time, whether it's at a university, at a music school, at a conference, at your friend's house, Hopefully this video will help you ease into the world of narrow keys.